Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Selvianus Afra. I'm from the Faculty of Economics and Business, majoring in management. I come from Sintang Regency, West Kalimantan. I'm the first child of true brother. On this occasion, I will tell you about my life journey. I short story about when I was five that year. I started school. At that time, I entered kindergarten for the first time. At the time, I experienced the name of school for the first time. I was a spoiled child from childhood when I was in preschool. My parents always accompanied me in preschool until my parents joined me in the class. When my parents came out, I cried in class. But I was an active child in preschool and I was also a naughty child since I was little. After a years later, I graduated from preschool and went to school, elementary school. I went to 17 Sintang State Elementary School. Whose address is in Baning, Sintang. Starting from elementary school, I started living independently. I was no longer accompanied by my parents, but my naughty attitude never disappeared.
2,000 years later.
But I was wrong one student who always win class and always take part in district level competition. When I was in school, when I was in second grade, I also broke a school windows and when my parents were called by the teacher, I was angry with my parents because I had participated in athletics competition, but unfortunately, I only won third place at the Sintang district level and could be sent to the province. After that, I continued to enter junior high school to be exact. To Sintang Public Junior High School. When I was in junior high school, I took part in a lot activities from Scott 2 cards activities. Namely, surfing in the cards, there was a lot of fun that I participated in. From small things to big things, it was an honor for me because I could take part in various activities. In scouting, I took part in the marching leadership training competition, but unfortunately, we lost at the time. But half of our fighting spirit, and the following year we achieved the best result, namely by getting the overall champion at the Sintang district level. I am proud of myself because I can achieve it. Achievements in the academic file. And I never forgot my responsibilities in the cards and took part in service. In the cards, there were also many activities that I found starting from national jamboree throughout Indonesia. Jamboree at the district level, I had all gone through when I was in junior high school. But as time went on, the middle school period, which I did want to miss, was finally over. Entering high school, I thought it would be even more exciting, but unfortunately, COVID-19 attacks the Republic Indonesia. So that's in the end, all school in Indonesia were closed from the 10th grade of the first semester to 10th entering the 12th grade of the second semester. I did get much story when entered high school. Long story short, it never occurred to me that I could go to college now, because my desire and ambition was to become a soldier. In 2022, I graduated from school, and in my first year, I tried to register for the military academy at the time. However, both sides otherwise, I was declared that at the regional Pantoir level Parade, but at the time, I was not discouraged. I continued to practice and continue to practice to achieve maximum result. Then that same year, I tried again to register as a non-commissioned officer in the army, but unfortunately, I had to be declared disqualified for the second time. And during the non-commissioned test, I failed at the Central Pantohir. One step towards graduation, but again and again, I did not give up. I re-enlisted as an enlisted army soldier and had to be declared dead again in mental ideology. And I will not stop this year. I remain optimistic for the year.
A few moments later.
2023, so I can graduate. I continue to practice in earnest really. And that at the time I had a date, and where shall I go for this year? To wait from the registration to open again, I had to go back to my hometown, which is in Sintang. Until was in Sanggau, I stopped at my cousin brother's house, my parents, older siblings, until their good gave me the way where I shall run for the next year. My brother offered me a job. Then I gave permission to my parents who were in Sintang, and they allowed me to work. Then I returned to Sanggau. For about a year I worked and did not return to my hometown. I worked as a driver. While I was working, it never crosses my mind to go to college and remain optimistic to become a servant of the country. 2022 have passed so long to wait. Enter the year 2023, and I crossed my main again to do two option this year. My first option is to try again for the army test, and my second option is if I don't graduate, I will go to college. I keep looking and asking people to find college registration information.
2,000 years later.
And one of my cousin is studying at Panchabakti University. He offered me to study at Panchabakti University where he was studying. and I become interested in going to college. I keep asking and looking for information about college registration, and the time registration was opened for bets on at Panchabakti University. I registered and then I took a test, and thanks good I was declared graduate at Panchabakti University. Then I was still waiting for registration as a state servant. After I waited for registration to open again, and I was still registering, then I started taking care of all the paper paperworks for the test, and it was time for the test. I continued to take the test strip when my medical test was declared passed. Then proceeding to my feeling was declared invalid. Sad for me because I had to bury my dream as a servant of the state, but I was never tired of fighting to achieve my goals with the best result. Later, I have to go back with my second option by going to college. Then I go to college. It has feel like I've been in college for a week, but for me, college is also a fun thing. For me, college is something that's called for too. For two. At college, I can also make friends from various regions and places. I'm proud to be a student and part of Panchabakti University. That's all the story from my expression. Saisu and thank you in the end.